R-A-T. It's in the name.
Welcome into the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast. On today's episode, we're talking a little bit about the Stayin' Alive, the fourth annual Tony Pop Rogers Stayin' Alive Disco Dodgeball Tournament for St. Jude. We will get right to that conversation after this important message. This episode of the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast is brought to you by the Heritage event featuring 8 Oats, Saturday, August 23rd at the Renaissance Shoals Conference Center. This show kicks off at 7 p.m., doors open at 6:15, and table sponsors enjoy an exclusive dinner starting at 5 p.m. Reserve your table of 10, explore a variety of sponsorship opportunities, or grab your general admission tickets today. Contact Tammy Dial at tdial, D-I-A-L, at hcu.edu or visit www.hcu.edu for more info. I'm Travis Creasy, the pulpit minister at Westgate Church of Christ in Dothan, Alabama. That is Ben Hayes. Started the school year off at Mars Hill, counseling there, counseling here, counseling everywhere. Just slinging it, and I love it. But Ben, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, we got through a half week of school, trying to fight off a little bit of allergies or something these last couple of days. Spent a little time in your old neck of the woods, Camp Rowdy, over the weekend.
Speaking of dodgeball, I think you and I both had
tournament. Yeah,
had some dodgeball fun at Rowdy.
We did. I was looking at that. I call it the dodgeball ring or whatever, but I think it's a basketball court or tennis court or something that's, got a fence all the way around it to keep the balls from going to the water. But, man, we had some epic dodgeball in there a time or two.
Is it still like parking pavement?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Man.
I think they said last year there was like stuff laid around it. It was grown up, but it looked like it was clear. So somebody's went in there and done some work. But that's a cool little camp. I like that camp. I like the water. Pretty neat deal, but it's also absolutely snaky. We saw like 3 snakes while we were there, so that was interesting and fun for sure.
Well, that's the thing. When we start talking about this dodgeball tournament, it could always be more difficult, right? We've made it to where really anybody could play. I know the one at Rowdy, like I said, it was like a parking lot pavement. So, I mean, you're putting life and limb on line just stepping into that thing.
That's right.
And then
the dodgeballs.
Yes, we actually used the dodgeballs that we used, which most people use for kickballs these days.
Yes,
so the ones that would pull the hide rod. We don't use those at Mars Hill for this dodgeball tournament. We got the little soft, squishy things.
A little bit easier on the skin.
Where I figure out ways to hurt myself anyways, it wouldn't matter. Most of the time, the injuries are from trying to throw the ball, those little cloth ones, as hard as you possibly can.
And you tear this little rotator cuff or something.
So if you come in and you just throw the ball normally, it's probably going to actually aim better, and you're not going to hurt your shoulder. Really, we've tried to remove all ways that you can get injured. We just want to have a lot of fun. And so, like I said, this weekend, this Saturday at 10 a.m., Mars Hill Bible School, Florence, Alabama, the old gym. We'll be playing some dodgeball, and we're looking for teams. We need all the teams we can get. We're going to be done. I think the latest we've ever went is like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Last year, we may have been done right after lunch. There'll be pizza. There'll be concessions. And, of course, Ben, every single bit of it is for a good cause. Every dime raised goes to St. Jude Research Hospital. It's $15 right now for people to play per person. And you can get registered. You can get the waivers. You can see last year's tournament, the year before's tournament, the highlight reels, all that stuff at benandtravis.com/dodgeball.
Yeah, and there is going to be some. There's going to be all sorts of other stuff there. We've got some hopefully some vendors. I know that Refresh is going to be there, Destin's truck. So if you like energy drinks, or you like lattes, or you like some just refresher type drinks, those are going to be there. I believe that strapoutlaw.com I think they are going to be there with us again this year. And so if everything works out with that, you can come get you some of those straps. They are amazing ratchet straps. I use them all the time. Been using them a lot lately to make sure generators on the back of my truck don't go sliding around. So, you can go to strapoutlaw.com and check them out. There's all sorts of other good sponsors who have helped us. Our aunts have bought or are going to buy up a bunch of snacks. So nothing else, come sit and watch, donate, eat snacks. All of the stuff that you buy or donate is going to go straight to St. Jude for that. Refresh and some of the others are going to give portions of what they raise or what they sell towards it. So there's all sorts of good opportunities, even if you can just stop by for 5 or 10 minutes and throw a donation towards St. Jude. There are families out there that it's going to mean the world to. So
absolutely. And I think I may just rack up for Christmas on strapoutlaw.com, outlaw on Saturday. I'm just going to think of every uncle, cousin.
Jack uses them.
Cousins because I need money in my bank account to survive the rest of the year. But any man that I might be buying a gift for in the upcoming weeks, like, that's the place to be. Strap Outlaw, hit them up. We're thankful for their second year sponsoring, of course. Clear Choice Window Cleaning. I mean, just a legacy sponsor for this event. I mentioned the Rogers family supporting again. I know if I get into the list, I know I'm going to
Studio 23.
Studio 23. They've always been there. They've always helped. The men's wellness.
Men's health. Yeah.
Of North Alabama.
Yeah, it's another Rogers family. Josh and Jessica Rogers supporting that. And so we're glad to have them. They have they love this kind of stuff, and I think it's going to be great to have them on board with us. Men's Wellness of North Alabama, and so we're thankful that they are sponsoring with us. We also have Alpha Insurance, who has been very helpful in getting us our insurance for the event, because if you're throwing dodgeballs at people, you have to have some insurance and event insurance. And so thanks to Luke Krieger for taking care of us in that aspect of it, and also helping sponsor. So we appreciate Alpha Insurance being a part of it. Of course, I think you might have already said it, but we're very thankful that Mars Hill lets us and hang out and do this, and seem to be really excited about it. Last year, we had some teachers that got in on that.
And that was exciting stuff.
It was great.
I know Riverside was there.
And that. So some of the ladies
outside of Riverside, that was my favorite team, right? Yeah. Like the teachers. If they get a team together, I may just join. The Mars Hill teachers. Maybe I'll join the Riverside team. I don't know who all's showing up, but here's how you can help us. And there's several ways you can do that, right? You can sponsor if you have a business or you got a birthday shout out. We'll shout out birthdays through this event. I don't care. If you want us to sing I'm a Little Teapot, Ben would love to do that no matter what. You can donate. Just donate to our team. You can do that at benandtravis.com. I know I've got some challenges out there. So through August 20th, everyone who donates $5 or more will be entered for some free Ben and Travis merch that I will purchase personally for them, have it shipped to you. If we hit 2,000, and that includes whatever we divide up. So if somebody out there donated, I think I'm sitting at $580 right now. If somebody donated $1,500, that would cross the 2,000. If a bunch of people donate, and then my cut quotation marks that's going to St. Jude off the tournament hits 2,000, then I'm going to run the 5K as Forrest Gump. And then I believe it's 3,000. Everyone who donates gets to put an outfit on the Wheel of Will that we will spin, and whatever it lands on, that's what I'll run the 5K dressed as. And then if we get 4,000, I'll get a Proverbs 3:3 tattoo in commemoration of being cancer-free for 7 years. So those are the challenges that I have thrown down. And if at any point between now And the 20th of August, we hit those numbers. Those achievements will be unlocked. And I'd love for you to help me out. I'm a little behind from where I usually am just because of this wonderful move down south that has occurred. So,
well, and I've got a lot to raise yet too, and so what I might do is hold off on my challenge till after your challenge is done, so that we're not competing our challenges too much. And I may throw a couple of things out there at the interwebs and see if we can't get something by maybe the end of August, or end of September. Yours is kind of end of August, towards the end of August, and so maybe I can get something going too.
We'll gear you up on August 21. We're good. Everybody wants to see that. Whatever you come up with, we can get it rolling. But yeah, and if you can't sponsor, if you can't donate, go and bully your youth minister or your business. We would love, for years, I've been clamoring for a police officer versus firefighter dodgeball matchup. Everybody wants to see that. I want to see that. And then if the U.S. Postal Service wants some, they can get in on it too.
That would be phenomenal. I would love to see. I'd love to see some of our people around town, police officers, firefighters, teachers. I mean, it's just fun to see other people come do that. It's not, like you said, it's not difficult. I really don't think anybody's torn a rotator cuff. So I think we're all good there.
Yeah.
But there have been some sore muscles the next day. But most of it is because they're people our age trying to throw something, and they've not thrown anything in years. And so it can be a little tiring. You think 3 or 4 hours is not, and you're not even playing that many times in that, because you're going back and forth with the teams. But, some people, we haven't done a whole lot of these kinds of activities in years. So
yeah,
just stretch well.
Yeah, typically we start off with a round robin. Everybody plays everybody, and then we seed people based on wins, and then we proceed through that. And if we have 2 rounds, the first round will have the little bowling pins. So each team will have a bowling pin, and if both get knocked down or everybody gets out, the team that got everybody out or knocked the pins down wins. And then when we get to the next round, which may be the final, we add the basketball goals. So it can end that quickly. Our good pal Will Mahan ended a match just like that, drained a half-court shot with the dodgeball, and it was over in a game best of 5 or 7, I believe. And, of course, that leads us to the fact that Highland Park, as we mentioned last week, defending champs back-to-back. I think they have 3 Golden Wrench trophies to their
credit.
All
the groups, I think that's right.
And so that's the other thing is the trophy. The winners, the adult division winners, and the youth division or overall division winners championship will get a Golden Wrench. Because if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball.
Yeah, we got to go get those and get those ready. It's about time to be getting those together. But yeah, it is. It's just a fun day. It's fun to hang out. We get to broadcast it. Hopefully, you guys will kind of watch in on that. We do
a giveaway for the person, commenters, people who share the live stream. Somebody that does that will win some Ben and Travis merch as well. Yep.
Yeah. So just come on. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. And some of these kids at St. Jude have everything to gain from you donating. And we just hope that it can help somebody. It's helped us. It was a great benefit to me and my family. It's been a benefit to a lot of other families. And we know you guys love to give to good causes. So this is a good cause. If you don't live in the Shoals area and you can't come, then go over there and donate. It would just still help us out tremendously. We have promised that we are going to raise a certain amount of money between us. And so help us keep our promise because we'll have to give it to all the rest of it if you don't help us. So it would be nice if you can help us get to that challenge and help donate however you can.
I'll have the links down in the description. You can click those to register you, your team, or sponsor, or to donate just straight to whichever one of us, because that's what happens. One of us reaches the finish line and we just start helping the other. I think between the two of us, we're shooting to raise $8,000 here on the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast and benandtravis.com. Last year, and I think we should keep the tradition going, we just invited all the kids that were there in the crowd to come out and compete. I know Ben took a couple of headshots from some young children, so that might be worth the donation for admission right there. And I think you mentioned it, Ben, but if you want to just come and watch, sit in the crowd, laugh at others, it's just a donation. And once again, that will go straight to St. Jude. But we've had some fun, had a lot of fun. Ben, to wrap up, what's your favorite Stayin' Alive disco dodgeball memory? I love the Will Mahan draining the deep half court. That's a lot of fun. I will say probably my favorite, and I love Josh Thorne. He's one of my favorite human beings. But I'm pretty sure he took well above 4 straight headshots. And I will say we do celebrate those. We do encourage them. We had some, donations towards headshots. Once again, we're not using any dodgeballs that really would hurt anybody physically. It might hurt your pride. But Josh put on display, and in the highlight reel I'll put in the description, you can see him take those several shots.
Well, you might ought to ask him if they hurt, because I'm not so sure he wasn't under concussion protocol for just a little bit. But he took them from, I think most of the ones he took were pretty point blank, because he had moved himself into some close proximity of some guys that could hurl it pretty good. But no, he was okay by the end. I like the Will Mahan drain. I also think that if I remember correctly, and it's been a little while since I've watched these videos, but I think it might have been Blake, or it might have been one of the guys from the Polaris that made some pretty amazing catches. And I'm remembering like a whole turn of events where the whole game twisted around because one guy caught a couple in a row and made some just phenomenal stuff. So I remember a couple of those moments where there was some dodging and diving and all sorts of things that were going on to make the game spin back around. I just don't remember the exact details of it. So you might remember some of those, but
man, there's all kinds of athletic stuff going on. I remember the girl from Highland Park that caught, people just never learned. She's a goalie.
Yeah, Annalise. Yeah,
Annalise stop throwing the ball at her, and she just owning people. We'll have T-shirts, some brand new design shirts. We'll have the Stayin' Alive. We'll have the What's the Best That Could Happen. I just love that shirt so much. We'll have the Ben and Travis ice cream, Helping Healing Humor shirts there, and then we'll have the good old just the Ben and Travis bat Echo. Kind of a Batman looking shirt, benandtravis.com. And once again, everything we make off those shirts on Saturday will go to St. Jude. So, Ben, I appreciate you jumping on. Looking forward to it. Very excited to head back to the Shoals for a couple of days. I think beginning Thursday evening, afternoon time. But and we're headed towards the good old fashioned dislike. It won't be long.
It's not long.
Football season. So, come out and get your exercise, get it out of the way on Saturday, and then you can just take off the rest of football season and be ready for couch watching, whatever you want to watch, game day or whatever it is. But, Ben, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. I hope you're enjoying your new place. A little bit different background back there for Travis, because he is now in Dothan, Alabama. Welcome back to the great state of Alabama, but you're further away from me than you've been in a long time. So maybe that's a good thing for you, but thanks to rid of me. We are still here.
Can't get rid of me.
All right. Have a good one.
We'll hit you with that dodgeball review, hopefully, next week. So God bless everybody.
Thanks for being with us for this episode of the Helping Healing Humor podcast. Be sure to download our free ebook, 28 Days of Focused Living, at benandtravis.com and receive all of our Helping Healing and Humor extra content directly in your inbox. We look forward to having you join us at the same Ben and Travis time, same Ben and Travis channel.